Hi guys, it's been a while. I haven't edited a video for 5 months, and I guess the pressures of YouTube just really got to me, the high demand for my videos. But welcome to this one. I'm making beef jerky today. This is Alton Brown's recipe as a special method on how to do it. And let's just get into it. Our choice of meat for our jerky is going to be flank steak. Flank steak is perfect because of its long grain structure, which will give us very tough jerky, which is what we're looking for, and for its low fat content. We are going to take this jerky, cover it in a little bit of plastic wrap, and put it in the freezer for at least an hour. It's an hour later, and now we are cutting the beef along the grain structure. You're definitely going to have a lot of different lengths for this, and that's okay. What you really want to do is keep a similar thickness for all of your pieces so that it all dries at a similar rate. I was struggling a little bit with cutting halfway through, so I switched to a bigger, sharper knife. If you're having a hard time, you can put it back in the freezer for a little bit longer. But what we're really looking for here is strips of meat that are about the same shape and thickness of thick-cut bacon. Next, the marinade, which starts with 2/3 a cup of soy sauce. This is my 23rd attempt at saying 2/3 a cup of Worcestershire sauce, about a tablespoon of honey, which is much easier to say, and a teaspoon of liquid smoke. There's a really interesting way on how to make this at home, but using the store-bought product works fine. Now we are adding 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of freshly ground black pepper. It makes the difference, people. I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about this marinade. It is very salty. This kills off any bacteria that are in the beef during the marinade process. It also prevents more bacteria from growing after the drying process. Plus, it just tastes good. Now, if you want it to be a little bit hotter, you can add more red pepper flakes, and if you want it to be less hot, you can take out some red pepper flakes. It's really up to you. We are now going to put the beef into plastic zip-top bags and carefully pour the marinade into the plastic bags, dispersing evenly. You can also put the beef into one large bag. It doesn't have to be 2 separate ones. Mix the marinade in with the beef and place the bags into a bowl inside of your refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours. No more, no less. 6 hours later, and we are going to use paper towels to get out as much moisture as we can from this jerky. This best prepares it for the next step of the process, which is drying. Alright, you might think I'm crazy, but the actual best method for making jerky is air filters. Yes, this is Alton Brown's method. It is perfectly safe, and it will give us a much tougher, longer lasting texture than a dehydrator would, which is exactly what we are looking for. Not to mention, it's much cheaper and easier. 3 air filters is all you should need, and you're going to lay the undried jerky inside the ridges of the filter thusly. Once you fill up one, you are going to fill up the next one on top of it and use the 3rd filter as a lid for the other 2. Now into the actual drying process. All you're going to do is vertically bungee strap the air filters to a box fan, run it on high for at least 12 hours, up to 24, just until the jerky is totally dried out. And I would recommend pointing the fan out a window unless you want your whole house smelling like jerky. Although I don't know why anyone should take issue with that. After 24 hours of patience and messing up the camera shot, we have our jerky. Wait, hang on. I already ate all that. Here we go. Yes, we have our jerky. It is totally dried out, although you'll notice that the fat is not totally dried out. That's normal. That's why we choose flank steak, which has much lower fat content. And now we're going to figure out the storage for this jerky. I would recommend storing the jerky in a loose, airtight container similar to this one. Jerky in this sort of container could last months, if not years, although I do not know why you would have jerky around that long without eating it. Enjoy.